What's going on, YouTube? This is Zach from Maxwell's Wrestling Figures, and today when I got out to the porch and saw the mail, there was this box. It was huge. But then there was also this box that was even bigger, and to go with that box was also the third box. And inside of all three of these boxes are mint on card, brand new Jakks figures. All of these guys, we had no clue on the condition really. When they came in big boxes that didn't seem to have too much packaging, so as opening them, I was a little worried that the condition wouldn't be too mint on card. But honestly, most of them did hold up pretty well, and it was very, very nostalgic to get to open up a ton of these Jakks figs and see a bunch of these guys that I used to see at the store as a little kid or in other retailers or little shops around. The RAs and the Titantrons, I feel like always were floating around and kicking around at flea markets and stuff like that. So like this was a huge nostalgia blast for me. I had a ton of fun going through this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, let's get into it. So that Eddie, Flexum's Eddie, Ruthless Aggression Eddie, both very cool figures. The Flexums was a cool line that I actually haven't really seen too many mint on card ones in a while for, so that was very cool to see. The Triple H, Bobby Lashley, and Umaga 2-pack with the belts. There are a ton of very nice Ruthless Aggression figures in here. The first box we got into had some of the 2-packs. I think mostly all the 2-packs that were in this lot. So like that was cool, and they all held up very nicely during shipping. Some really cool 2-packs that we're seeing here. Like coming up here, we got the Dudley Boys. If you don't follow us on Whatnot, you got to be following us on Whatnot. All these figures are for sale. The first night that I brought out the Dudleys, they got crushed. They lasted no time, so stuff goes fast, and you're going to want to be here for the streams. But all of these figures are available with Maxwell's Wrestling Figures on the Whatnot app, so definitely stop by. If we have any of them left over, you can definitely ask about them. But yeah, so back to it. The Undertaker, the Deadman, we just went by a ton of figures while I was talking there. But so many nice figs. All of these guys are holding up pretty good shape, except Triple H. Right there, we see one of our first guys that took the Condition Bandit, and it's okay. It's Triple H. Ric Flair, very nice. Most of these really did hold up pretty good condition-wise, so I am happy. Kurt, Steve, like a ton of very cool figures. Another Flexum. A very nice wide variety spread. I don't know if you guys see down at the bottom of the box. You can see another... That's looking like a mess. So we went by Stephanie. There is Chris Jericho from the No Way Out. And so a bunch of Titantrons, Ruthless Aggressions, some 2-packs, another Kurt Angle. Yeah, a lot of these figures are just super nostalgic in general. You can't go wrong with these Jakks figs. The accessories on the Jakks figs were amazing. The phone did die right there quick, so we went by Stone Cold pretty fast and into Kane, but we had to deal with that during the filming process. And these are really cool. I didn't know until unboxing those that those WrestleManias have gold-plated belts, so I just went by that Triple H WrestleMania fig. They have gold-plated belts, so they're pretty rare. That was pretty cool. We're going to keep those for our collection. Colin Delaney, that's one that I don't really see too much, so that was definitely a cool one. And yeah, it's just a ton of boxed wrestling figures. We're always looking to pick up boxed wrestling figures, loose wrestling figures. If you have an Instagram or a TikTok, we go by Maxwell's Wrestling Figures, obviously, and you can feel free to send us pictures and prices of stuff that you're looking to get rid of, because we are always looking to buy figs. And so now we're going back into the figs. Carlito, Chris Jericho. I mean, there's just so many here. It was over 100 of them. We see Hawk from the Legion of Doom. Nice BCA. There weren't many BCAs, so Hawk being in there was definitely cool. But yeah, there's just so many figs here. I kind of started to try to pick up the pace while going back through them. That Billy Gunn is a really cool accessory. It actually still works on the try me button. I pressed it and it played the music. That was pretty cool. Kurt Angle, USA Kurt. That was cool. The Ruthless Aggression series, Ruthless Aggression, with that title on the box. I think there's another one coming up here that's Hurricane. Those are really cool. Okay, and this one. Right, and that's what I was talking about. Hurricane with the Ruthless Aggression on the box. Those are really cool. That was a really cool line they did in general. That little Big Show's a limited edition Big Show, and so is Taz. They're in the little exclusive Jakks boxes, which are always cool. And those Raw cover figures that Gold Dust was in actually have like a thicker square box to them that I'm happy that it held up in shipping because I could see that going wrong. And right here was one of the only other figures out of this entire lot that we kept. I actually had no clue that it was a 1 of 500. I thought it was another Chase the Belt. But the ECW 1 of 500 belt is awesome. And I definitely wanted to add that guy to our collection. We see another cool Ruthless Aggression era Ray fig. That was a cool one. The Big Show. You gotta love the Big Show. My first video pushing close to 1 million views. I'm using the Big Show sound on TikTok, so that is pretty funny. There was another WrestleMania fig. That is Maven gold-plated belt. That is another really cool one. We see another Eddie. So this actually is the last box here. We have went through probably now 70 of the 100 men on card figs. That was a really cool one. ECW RVD. Then we had Farouk. That was a cool Ruthless from the Off the Rope series. And then another BCA. That's what I was saying. There was only, I think, a handful of BCAs in here, like 5 or 6 of them at max. So that another Raw fig that had the square box that, like I said, those held up well during shipping, and I'm kind of shocked about that. JBL, that was a cool one. Reverse Kane, that was a nice one. So many very awesome Jakks figs, and this is just a nostalgia flashback from the past. It's hilarious seeing all of these Ruthless and Titantron figures again. And like I said, if you are interested in any of them that you're seeing, you can definitely feel free to message us because most of them are for sale. So yep, so to wrap up this box, we're just getting through more Ruthless Aggressions, an Eric Bischoff from the Ruthless Aggression era. And that was my favorite figure from the entire lot, the Blu-ray Mysterio. I was so excited to see one of those. That was actually the first fig I ever remembered getting for Christmas. I was probably like 5. I remember him and Batista. I had the big blue WrestleMania cage, and I was having a blast. So here are all 107 of them stacked up, laying on the floor. It was so many of them. You can just tell there's no room to even fit all these mid-on card figures. So now once we got them organized, we set them up into orders of like series or just what like boxes were matching to match up. So here were the SmackDown Titantron figs and most of the other Titantrons. I think there might be a few more in some of the other videos here, but this was a more better way, I feel like, to be able to show you guys them laid out, what was all there. The Flexums, the BCAs, more Titantrons, just so many awesome Jakks figures that will be finding very nice new homes so they can be loved and appreciated. See the WrestleMania figs with the gold-plated belts, some more Titantrons, and then we start to get into the Chase the Belt Ruthless Aggression series. I really liked this series of figures, and right now we are currently getting to the end of this video. So if you have enjoyed watching me go through all of these boxed figs, definitely hit the subscribe button, drop a comment. I appreciate you for watching the entire video. Follow Maxwell's Wrestling Figures on TikTok, Instagram, whatnot. Subscribe to the YouTube. And as I always tell you boys, stay safe and stay clean.